वेलकम बैक टू माय डियर फ्रेंड्स टू द टेक सिविल लर्निंग। आप सभी को टेक सिविल लर्निंग में स्वागत है। माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, एज you know, our channel is continuously insisting with providing the practical educations or connect the students to the practical level so that they can understand the concept very clearly, right? Means there is a no chance of arising the doubt at all. So without wasting time, let's start the today topics which is mentioned in the thumbnails. My dear friends, I promised you, just give me your 30 to 40 minutes time. You will surely going to understand the concept which is mentioned in the thumbnail very clearly. So I just want, or I just request you to give me your 20 to or 30 to 40 minutes time. So let's see and understand the concept very clearly. In the water resources, we'll discuss about the means hydrology, right? Will the first introductions of the hydrology. So the terms here to be understand is what is hydrology. My dear friends, hydrology is a word which is derived from the Greek word, right? Means the hydrology, ये hydrology जो word है वो कहाँ से Greek word से formation इसका हुआ है, जिसका hydro का meaning, this one's hydro means nothing but water, right? Hydro means nothing but the water. At the same time, logos means nothing but the science. So ultimately it is the science of water. So we're going to deal about in this ones means we'll deal about the occurrence, right, distributions of waters on the earth or in the atmosphere or on the means what we call below the ground, below the surface of the earth, that is in the groundwaters. So ultimately we can define the means hydrology or means hydrology in such a way that it is a science, as you can say, it is a science in which or which deals with the occurrence, right? मीन्स occurrence और distributions of water को, जो मीन्स वाटर का बारे में कहाँ से आया है, ठीक है, कहाँ इसको कन्वे करना है, कहाँ डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है, ठीक है, मीन्स ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ, इन द एटमोसफियर्स और below the surface of the earth. Below the surface of the earth is nothing but the groundwaters. So here, so all these things we'll deal about, means we'll deal about the actually occurrence or the distributions of the waters in all the three form, right? मीन्स तीनों फॉर्म में, मीन्स तीनों फॉर्म में, जैसे मीन्स 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 धरती का सतह पे और एटमॉस्फेयर में और मीन्स अंडरग्राउंड वाटर में, जो मीन्स वाटर का मीन्स प्रॉपर्टीज मीन्स और ओकरेंस और इसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस के बारे में डील करेंगे, उसी को हाइड्रोलॉजी बोला जाता है, ठीक है। सो उम्मीद करता हूँ यहाँ तक आपको समझ में आया हो, ठीक है। सो हेयर water occurs in the atmosphere in the form of vapor, right? My dear friends, yes, atmosphere is a way means a terms which is means which can be understood easily, right? And means हम लोग बचपन से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, ठीक है। एटमोसफेयर इज नथिंग बट द लेयर ऑफ गैसियस, राइट? मीन्स एक गैस का लेयर होता है which is means protecting the earth surface from the different kinds of haphazard means actions, right? So this is nothing but the atmospheres. So मीन्स द वाटर विच इज प्रजेंट इन द एटमोसफियर, जो एटमोसफियर में वाटर होता है वो किस चीज़ का फॉर्म में होता है, वो वेपर का फॉर्म में होता है। क्या चीज़ का? वेपर का फॉर्म में होता है। वाटर इन द एटमोसफियर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेपर। एट द सेम टाइम जो जमीन का सतह पे होता है, दैट इज ऑन द लैंड सरफेस, इट इज इन फॉर्म ऑफ वाटर्स, आइदर इट स्नो और आइस, राइट? मीन्स जो हम लोग मीन्स जमीन का सतह पे जो होता है वो पानी का फॉर्म में रहता है, या तो स्नो का फॉर्म में रहता है, या तो आइस का फॉर्म में रहता है। एट द सेम टाइम्स मीन्स इन द ग्राउंड मीन्स बिलो द सरफेस, इट इज referred as the groundwater, right? And groundwater is nothing but occupying all the voids. Voids means nothing but the hole within the geological stratum, right? Means that is groundwater occupying all the voids or the hole within the geological stratums. So this is all about means what we call means what is the form of waters called on the atmospheres, means on the surface or below the surface of the earth. So here, my dear friends, from means overall eventually we are dealing with the hydrology, means we are going to deal about means the water occurrence and the distributions. At the same times we will deal about the irrigations. So my dear friends, from the civil engineering, means irrigation engineer is a part of civil engineering. So the main job of the means what we call the irrigation engineer is not only collection and distribution of water for the irrigation. जो means एक irrigation engineer होता है, उसका काम ओनली क्या मीन्स वाटर को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना और कलेक्ट करना सिंचाई के लिए, उतना ही उसका काम नहीं होता है, राइट? मीन्स irrigation engineer must have to know or must have to handle means about the occurrence and distributions of water on the earth. So means ultimately means what you call the irrigations engineer must have a knowledge in the both area, right? Means in the collection and distributions of water for the sichai and for the irrigations, and also means they must have a knowledge on the occurrence and distributions, right? Means occurrence and distributions of water on the earth surface. So this is all about the introductions of means hydrology, right? Means what are the importance of hydrology, means this is the importance of जो means अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये सब क्या है हाइड्रोलॉजी का इम्पोर्टेंस है, ठीक है? मीन्स इरिगेशन इंजीनियर का क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है, लाइक मीन्स जो भी मतलब हाइड्रोलॉजी मीन्स हम लोग क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं, ठीक है? ऑल दोज थिंग्स वी आर डीलिंग विद. सो हेयर यू कैन सी एक्सेप्ट द मीन्स डीप ग्राउंड वाटर, राइट? मीन्स डीप ग्राउंड वाटर छोड़ के जैसे मीन्स मान लीजिए कि पॉन्ड हुआ, ठीक है? वो सब डीप ग्राउंड वाटर में इसको बोला जाता है, ठीक है? डीप ग्राउंड वाटर मीन्स पॉन्ड, लाइक पॉन्ड मीन्स एक्सेप्ट means deep ground waters or the total water supply on the earth is constant circulation, right? Here the constant circulation means it can circulate to the atmospheres and against a formation of cycle takes place, right? मीन्स एक क्या होगा साइकिल मीन्स एटमोसफेयर में जाएगा, ठीक है? फिर प्रिसिपिटेशन का फॉर्म में मीन्स ऑन द अर्थ सरफेस पे आएगा, जो एक साइकिल बनेगा ना वो क्या होगा उसको क्या बोलता है कंस्टेंट सर्कुलेशन फ्रॉम द अर्थ सरफेस टू द एटमोसफेयर एंड बैक टू द अर्थ, राइट? मीन्स इट फॉर्म अ साइकिल्स एंड दिस साइकिल इज वैलिड फॉर टोटल वाटर्स एक्सेप्ट the groundwater, because the groundwater there is a lots of criteria taking place, means there is evaporation taking place, but means it is like a negligible, right? Means it takes lots of time to study about all these things. So just here need to be understand is means except the deep groundwater, sorry, except the deep groundwaters, sorry, मतलब यहाँ पे जो हम लोग डीप ग्राउंड वाटर के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं वो मीन्स अंडरग्राउंड वाटर के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? मीन्स नॉट ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द ग्राउंड. So sorry, means so except the deep ground waters, means all those water presence supply on the earth is constant, means circulations, means it can easily form circulations. So this is all about the introductions of hydrology. नाउ हम लोग देखते हैं हाइड्रोलॉजी का क्लासिफिकेशन. क्या है हाइड्रोलॉजी का? एक साइंटिफिक हाइड्रोलॉजी एंड द इंजीनियरिंग हाइड्रोलॉजी. ठीक, साइंटिफिक हाइड्रोलॉजी डील्स विद द स्टडी और कंसर्न्स विद द means academic aspect, right? Means this only deals with the academic aspects. So as a true engineers we must have to deal the hydrology in the engineering, means we must have to connect the hydrology to the engineering field, right? Because as being a true engineers means it's our responsibility to know the engineering, means what you call engineering geology, or means what are the criteria, means why we are studying the engineering geology. So engineering geology is also known as applied geology. So my dear friends, the means in general means engineering geology deals with that is engineering applications, right? Means what are the means application, means engineering applications of means what we call the hydrology, right? So all those things we will deal about in engineering geology. Similarly in means engineering geology we will estimate the water resources, means how much quantity of water is required for irrigation, so how much quantity of water is required for means reservoir. So all these things will estimate the quantity of water, estimate means we will do all these things in the engineering geology. So this is the importance of engineering, means ये means engineering geology का means महत्व होता है, ठीक है? We will study about the process of means precipitations, right? Runoff, evaporations, right? And their interactions. We will deal about all these things in engineering geology, right? Precipitation का form क्या होता है, ठीक है? Precipitation का means what are the factor affecting precipitations, runoff क्या होता है, what is runoff. Similarly evaporations, transpirations, right? Evapotranspirations, all those things and the relation between, we will deal about all these things in the what you call engineering geology. So ultimately it means we will study about means what you call means the means topics which is related to engineering field, that is engineering geology. So we will study about also the means some of the problems based on the flood and the drought and the strategy to combat that. Means we will deal about means how can we prevent or how can we control the floods. So all those things we will discuss about in the engineering geology. So my dear friends, I hope means you have understood up to now. So agar if you have any doubt, please my dear friends put your comment in the comment sections, or you can directly connect, or you can directly connect with us. Means I have substituted my WhatsApp links in the description box, so go and connect with us if you need any supports or if you need any notes in the civil engineering field in any subject. So let's talk about the means engineering hydrology applications. Means what means where means this engineering geology can be used, means what are the applications of engineering geology. So the first and foremost is means hydraulic structures, right? So my dear friends, in the hydraulic structures we will study about the design of hydraulic structures, right? This means that hydraulic design deals, means hydraulic designs क्या बताता है, means deals with the estimation of quantity of water, means how much quantity of waters to be handled at the site of the structures, right? Means in these ones especially we will deal about the quantity of waters to be handled at the site, especially there in the time distributions, right? At the time occurrence, right? So in hydraulic design provides the best suitable shape and sections of the structures to cope with the water estimated. So means we will design means hydraulic structures so that it can give the best, means what we call means best shape and size of the structures that can be easily, means what you call provide or means convey the waters. So we'll deal about means we means what you call means engineering hydrology application is to design the hydraulic structures. Similarly irrigations, right? Means irrigation, as you know, the सिंचाई, ठीक है, means conveying water to the agriculture field is nothing but the irrigation, right? Means पानी को means क्या बोलता है, कृषि तक पुगाने, means पुगाने का जो प्रोसेस होता है उसी को irrigation बोला जाता है और सिंचाई बोला जाता है. So we'll means come to know means how we can convey effectively, right? Means how we can convey the water effectively to the means agriculture field. So all these things we will discuss about in the this is the applications of irrigations. Similarly flood controls we'll discuss about the means engineering geology gives a lots of idea about how to control the floods, and means what are the measures to be adopted, right? Means what are the data to be collected about the flood. So these all are the means what you call applications of means engineering geology. Similarly hydropower generation, right? Hydropower generation is nothing but are essential for planning, right? Means essential for planning of any water power development, right? Means it is essential for planning of any water power development. Similarly the applications of means engineering geology is navigations, right? Erosion and control, sanity control, water supply, means how much quantity and where the waters need to be supplied, right? Means in which vicinity the water need to be supplied, right? Similarly wastewater treatments, what are the means different types of means methods to be adopted for the treatment of water. So these all are the applications of means engineering geology, and hope you know what is engineering geology and importance of engineering geology. So उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको यहाँ तक समझ में आया हो. Now we'll talk about means hydrology cycles, right? Means what we call hydrology process, right? My dear friends, this is very simple. So means concepts we have already means studied in means primary levels, right? So we all are familiar with the all these things. So let's understand this concept technically, right? As we are engineers, as a true engineers, we must have technical knowledge in the respective field. So let's understand the hydrology cycles. My dear friends, hydrology cycle is nothing but the earth water circulating systems, right? The means earth water means the water which is present on the surface of earth and their circulating systems, right? Means evaporations to the means atmospheres and again coming back to the means what you call from to the earth surface. Let me show you one figure so that you can understand. Wait. So from here you can easily understand here. So this process is nothing but the means hydrology cycles, right? Here from the means cloud, right? Precipitations means takes place means precipitations in the form of rainfalls, right? In the form of sleet, in the form of what you call hails. It comes down to the earth surface and again due to the evaporations or the transpirations again move it to the means atmosphere. So these processes means continuously taking place, right? So this is nothing but the hydrology. So we can say that means earth, right? Here the earth water circulating systems, means very simple, right? I have written the definitions very simple, right? Means earth water circulating systems is nothing but the hydrological cycle. If you understand this concept little broadly, so let's see. Means water exists on the means planet earth is in the three forms, as you know, my dear friends. Means there means water available are in three forms: gaseous, liquid, and the solid forms, right? Means these are these are the three types of forms, means forms of water, right? So what I want to tell you that means these all forms are circulating mainly due to the solar radiations and the planetary forces, right? Means all these actions of means what we call all these actions of transpirations, right? Means transpirations, evaporations are taking place due to the solar radiations and the planetary forces. Planetary forces is nothing but the forces which means exerted by the planet, right? Means gravitational forces, right? So all these actions are taking place due to the solar radiations and the planetary forces. So as you know, sun means solar are coming from the sun. So sun provide the energy for the evaporations. Means evaporations is taking place due to the radiation of the sun. ठीक है, जो means क्या बोलते हैं, सूर्य का जो तापमान होता है, ठीक है, सूर्य का जो तापमान होता है उस तापमान के कारण से इवेपोरेशन होता है, ठीक है। और इवेपोरेशंस और जो मीन्स अर्थ का ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स होता है उसका कारण, और मीन्स कोरिलिस के कारण क्या होता है, मीन्स सर्कुलेशन ऑफ वाटर्स टेकिंग प्लेस. सो दीज आर द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर means occurrence of the hydrological cycles. So means I hope means you are understanding what I want to try to convey to you. So my dear friends, if you really like my lecture, please don't forget to share it to your friends and hit the bell icon, so that it means what means the more you love me, the more enhance me to make the lectures. So let's see here, my dear friends. As you know, as a true engineer, that means hydrological cycle can be represented in the different way, right? Means here it means what I want to say that means hydrological cycle होता है उसको आप different means फॉर्म में और उसका डिफरेंट मीन्स उसका अलग अलग तरीका से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। पिक्चोरियल और डायग्रामेटिक फॉर्म आपको जो भी आसान हो, ठीक है। यहाँ पे मैटर क्या है कि मीन्स which representations can make you easy to understand, right? So here I have written some of the means what you call representation, that is qualitative representation of hydrological cycle, right? Similarly, descriptive representation of hydrological cycle and engineering representation of hydrological simpler means cycles, right? So it depends upon the point of view, means which points of view gives you a clear cut meaning. So these means in this forms means hydrological cycle can be represented. So let's talk about the means qualitative representation of hydrological cycle. So let me show you one figure, my dear friends. So this diagram represent qualitative representation of hydrological cycles. So let me convey means how this diagram taking place. Here as you can see means atmospheric means atmosphere, right? In atmospheres vapor storage, my dear friends, as I have told you that atmosphere is nothing but the layer of gases. So here it means atmosphere stores at the vapor, right? Means it is in the form of gases. So means due to some means what we call means due to planetary forces or due to the means what we call the due to the cold formations, right? Means what you call precipitations takes place. So precipitations is in form of rain, mist, hail, sleet, means there are the different forms of precipitations, right? So once precipitation takes place, then these forms takes place, then it comes on the surface of earth, right? So it is called the surface intentions and the interceptions storage. So here the means the form of waters comes in the means the what you call means waters comes on the surface of the earth in the different forms. So from here again here the soil it will contact on the means earth surface. From here different action will take place. Infiltrations is nothing but the percolation of water to the ground surface, right? Means some of the water will infiltrate and some of the water surface and means subsurface runoff, right? Means some of the water remain on the earth surface, some of means that is in the form of runoff, some of water connect to the sea or oceans, and some of the water infiltrate to the groundwater aeration and the soil moisture storage, right? Means some of the means water means some of soil absorb the waters. So here up to here you understand means क्या होता है कि मीन्स एटमॉस्फेयर में जो होता है मीन्स वेपर स्टोर होता है, वो वेपर क्या होता है प्रिसिपिटेशन का फॉर्म में, मीन्स जैसे मीन्स रेनफॉल का फॉर्म में हुआ, हेल मीन्स मिस्ट, स्लीट, इसका फॉर्म में क्या होता है वो मीन्स धरती का सतह पे आता है, ठीक है, मीन्स जमीन पे आता है, ठीक है, जैसे पानी बरसता है तो वो जमीन पे आता है। तो कुछ पानी क्या होता है मीन्स अंदर चला जाता है, ठीक है, अंडरग्राउंड वाटर्स, कुछ क्या होता है मीन्स अंदर रिमेन some remain on the earth surface, some follow or some convey to the means what you call to the ocean or lake, and so these ones, and here as you can say that is the surface and runoff, then it will again come to the channel. Here as you can see channel storage, right, as you, and so you can see some of the groundwater follow to the oceans, some store in channel, then the runoff will takes place. Runoff is nothing means means what we call, we can define runoff as जब बारिश होता है तो जो कुछ पानी होता है मीन्स ज़मीन का अंदर चला जाता है, कुछ पानी होता है जो फॉलो होता है, जो बाकी का जो पानी मीन्स बचा हुआ जो पानी रहता है मीन्स द मीन्स रेसिड्यू वाटर्स इज नथिंग बट द रन ऑफ. So runoff will transport to the ocean storage. Here again the evaporation takes place. Again evaporation comes in the form of vapors, then vapor again transport to the atmospheres. So this is the process of, this process is known as qualitative representation of hydrological cycle. Dear friends, hope you understand that means what you call qualitative representation of hydrological cycles. So let's talk about the representative of means what you call descriptive means representation of hydrological cycles. Here we will talk about the means hydrological cycle process. My dear friends, water circulates naturally occur in the three forms, right, means in the five means principles, that is oceans, that is means what you call hydrological cycles are taking place from all these five principles realms, right, it means oceans, similarly atmospheres, from the atmospheres, lakes and rivers, ice caps and the glaciers, and the underground waters. So these are the five principles naturally means what you call water circulate naturally through the five principles. Here is nothing but I have means what you call, I have given a hydrological cycle definition in the broad manners. So it is in very simple language. As you can see, the process of transfer of moisture from the atmosphere, right, means the process of transfer of moisture from the atmosphere, जो means atmosphere water vapor है वो precipitation का form में क्या होता है जमीन का सतह पे आता है, right. So this is the means what you call process of transfer of moistures in the different form. It may be in rainfall form, it may be in means sleet form, right, means there are the different form of means precipitations. We will later talk about all these forms in the means broadly manners. So means from the atmospheres means moistures are transferred to the earth and means in the form of precipitations as I have already written, and again conveyed to the and again convey of the precipitated water by the stream and river and oceans, and again evaporation takes place and went back to the atmosphere. Means एक cycle create होता है, ठीक है. आप यहाँ से एक डिस्क मीन्स ऐसे देखें क्या है, ये sun है, ठीक है, this represents means a sun, and this one is a cloud, is nothing but means formation of cloud is nothing but the condensations, and due to the condensations the precipitations takes place, and the precipitations is in different form: rainfall, sleet, hail, mist, ice, snow, right. So all these things means after means then the rainfall takes place, then it comes on the contact with the earth surface, then what happens, some of the water will percolate to the ground levels, and here the means fall of snow is taking place. So this one is rivers means vertical lake, and here some of the water will penetrate. So in the lake means due to having the means sunlight, it will evaporation takes place, and this again transfer to the what you call in the atmospheres. Similarly the river water and the lake water also transfer to the atmospheres, and from the means what you call the water from the leaf of the plant is means transfer of that means water from the leaf of the plant is nothing but the transpirations. So transpirations taking place, and again it deposits in the clouds, and again the means waters comes in the form of precipitations. So this process is continue. So this the means what you call means the prevail of this process means will be in the long runs. So this is nothing but the hydrological cycles. So उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको समझ में आया. So let's see some of the hydrological cycle consist, right? Evaporations and transpirations. My dear friends, understand this concept very clearly, as means what in most of the competitive exams these types of questions may arise. Means what is evaporations, you will given by 4 options. So here's evaporation कुछ नहीं होता है, means जो means what you call means the transfer of water from the अर्थ सरफेस, ठीक है, जो अर्थ सरफेस से वाटर जो एटमॉस्फेयर में जाता है, और क्यों जाता है, सन का रेडिएशन के कारण, ठीक है, जो मीन्स और मीन्स कहाँ से ये वाटर सब जाता है, जैसे रिवर हुआ, पोंड हुआ, ओशन हुआ, सोइल हुआ, ठीक है, जहाँ से भी इसका जो मीन्स ट्रांसफर मीन्स वी कैन इजली से द ट्रांसफर ऑफ वाटर फ्रॉम द अर्थ सरफेस विच इज मीन्स फ्रॉम द ओशियंस, रिवर, लेक्स to the where to the atmospheres, right, in the form of vapors. This is nothing but the evaporations. So evaporation can be easily understood. Similarly, transpirations is nothing but the process of water being lost from where leaves of plants, right? So means as you know, the leaves of plant consist waters. So the removal of these waters due to the means what you call the sunlight is taking place. That process is known as transpirations. So this is all about the evaporation and transpirations. So the total evaporation takes place from the means surface evaporations, surface evaporation is nothing but from the river, from oceans, and that is evaporation from plant is known as transpiration. Similarly means atmospheric evaporations. So this is all about evaporation. Precipitations is nothing but the fall of moistures from the atmosphere to the अर्थ सरफेस, ठीक है, जो मीन्स जो बरसात होता है ना, ठीक है, दैट इज मीन्स रेनफॉल इज ऑल्सो अ फॉर्म ऑफ प्रिसिपिटेशंस, राइट, and so the means we can easily say the fall of precipitations or the fall of rainfalls or the fall of means we can say means hail, mist, anything in the form of precipitations to the earth surface, that is nothing but the precipitations. Means precipitations is in form of rainfall, snow, hail, sleets, and we will discuss about all these things briefly in the what you call the upcoming lectures. So we have discussed about the means evaporations, transpirations, and we have discussed about we have already discussed about the means what you call the we have discussed about the precipitations. So now we'll discuss about the runoff. My dear friends, runoff is a technical term, so understand very clearly. Runoff is the portion of precipitations that is not evaporated. So in the simple manner it is written as the water which remain on the earth surface after having the evaporated takes place, and that is the residue amount of water on the earth is nothing but the runoff, ठीक है, जो evaporation होने के बावजूद भी जो मीन्स धरती मीन्स जमीन सतह पे जो बाकी रहा मीन्स जो बाकी रहा हुआ जो वाटर है उसी को बोलते हैं रन ऑफ. सो हेयर यू कैन सी when the moisture fall on the earth surface as the evaporations, the part means some of the part is evaporated from the water surface, soil and vegetabilis through the transpiration, means all those means evaporations and transpirations takes place, right, then the remainder precipitation is available as a runoff by which it runs ultimately. So I have told you my dear friends, means when the means vertical means moistures falls on the earth surface, after the falling some of moistures will transfer to the atmospheres in the different forms by the evaporations and the transpirations, but the amount of water which is residue जो बाकी हुआ वाटर जो जमीन सतह पे है वो eventually or ultimately transfer to the oceans, that the residue amount of water is nothing but the runoff. So उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको समझ में आया. सो माय डियर फ्रेंड, हम लोग आसानी से बोल सकते हैं जो प्रिसिपिटेशन है वो इवेपोरेशन और रन ऑफ का दोनों, क्योंकि इवेपोरेशन इज द अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर व्हिच इज ट्रांसफर टू द एटमॉस्फेयर, बट रन ऑफ इज द वाटर व्हिच इज नॉट ट्रांसफर टू द एटमॉस्फेयर, दैट इट इज द रेसिड्यू. सो प्रिसिपिटेशन हुआ ये मीन्स दोनों का मीन्स व्हाट यू कॉल इट इज द सम ऑफ इवेपोरेशन एंड द मीन्स रन ऑफ. Now my dear friends, I hope that you have understand the means hydrology and the hydrological cycles, means engineering hydrology, its applications very clearly. So if you have any doubt my dear friends, without hesitations contact me, that it makes me really feel happy my dear friends. So don't hesitate to contact me. I have given my WhatsApp links below so that you can contact us directly. So let's talk about the hydrological data analysis. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हाइड्रोलॉजिकल डाटा हम लोग को चाहिए क्यों, ठीक है, हम लोग इसके बारे में स्टडी क्यों कर रहे हैं. एक बात बताइए, ठीक है, मान लीजिए कि आप एक स्टूडेंट से, ठीक है, सपोज इमेजिन मीन्स आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाई हाइड्रोलॉजिकल डाटा एनालिसिस इज नेसेसिटी. सो इट इज़ वेरी नेसेसिटी, सो बिकॉज जस्ट इमेजिन यू आर ए स्टूडेंट्स, राइट. means if you don't have the record, academics record, right, means if you don't have the means marks card of first semester, second semesters, then how could someone know that you are which category, means which type of students? So means we collect all this data to represent ourselves, right? Similarly, we collect hydrological data to prevent or to control the hydrological cycles, right? Means how much water is need to be transferred, how much water is need to be stored, means how much water is need to be transferred for the irrigation purpose, means where is need to be, means where it needs to be convey more, where less, means how much water declined, right? Means all those things means data is very essential for means accurate measurement, right? So I have given some of the points, that is without accurate measurement there is no understanding of the routes taken within the water cycles. So for the long term monitoring of the hydrological cycles, right? So ultimately means hydrological data is very essential to control or monitoring the hydrological cycle, for understanding the system behavior, right? Means what are the means hydrological cycle system behavior means in the term of biological or the chemical process. So ultimately hydrological data must be needed for means what you call for means knowing the behavior of the systems. So let's see means some of the means what you call following are the hydrological data, means what data need to be collected, my dear friends. Weather and means weather and means climate records. This is nothing but the data about the temperatures, humidity, radiations, wind, etc., since these are directly affect the hydrological parameters. So in the weather and the climate records we must have to records means all the means data regarding about the temperature, how much means temperature fluctuations takes place, right? Humidity, radiations, we have to record all these things. That is nothing but the weather climate record. Similarly precipitation record. Precipitation records helps in predicting the runoff volume and its peak, right? Means these types of what we called these types of record help us in predicting the runoff, means how much amount of water will run off and how much will be evaporated, right? So will means for the precipitation record we can easily determine, as I have told you, precipitation is the sum of what, याद है ना पहले मैं क्या बोला था, प्रेसिपिटेशन क्या चीज का सम है, सम ऑफ इवेपोरेशंस एंड रन ऑफ. सो फ्रॉम हियर वी कैन इजीली predict the runoff. So it gives the indication further potential to the expansion of water needs. So from here we can also means what we call predict how much water is needed and we will plan accordingly that ones. We will plan according to that ones. So that's why precipitations data is need to be recorded. Now my dear friends, system flow data, right? Means sorry my dear friends, stream flow data. Stream flow data is means especially planning for reservoir, right? Design of a spillway, bridge, culverts, means leaves, and the water power development and installations. Means these types of data is required. Means what you call means estimating the means what you call estimating the means how much quantity of waters need to be stored, right? So means stream flow data होता है, ये हम लोग इसलिए चाहिए ताकि हम लोग मीन्स रिजर्वायर आसानी से प्लानिंग कर सके, ठीक है? हम लोग स्पिलवे का डिजाइन कर सके. स्पिलवे जो होता है रिलेटेड टू डैम है, ठीक है? सो स्पिलवे दिया जाता है मीन्स एक्स्ट्रा वाटर जो होता है मीन्स फॉलो करने के लिए, ठीक है? इन द डैम्स it is provided so that the water means what you call means maximum waters can flow through the whole of the means dam. That is nothing but the spillway. Similarly bridge, culverts is the small form of bridge. So all these things are means from the stream flow data we can easily design. Sorry, wait my dear friends. So here data is utilized for determining the maximum flows and the magnitude of flood. So this data also helps us to control from the flood. Similarly next data is evaporations and the transpiration data. Evaporations data is required for water budgets for the river basins, reservoir capacity, and the evaporation suspensions techniques. As you know, evaporations the term and the transpiration terms. So we must need all this type of data for the water budgeting of the river basins. Reservoir capacity means how much, what is the capacity of reservoirs. So infiltrations means transfer or percolation of water to the ground surface. So infiltration characteristics of area. This data helps in determining the rainfall, excess and runoff means suppressions techniques. So all these are the means what we call so means data means what we call hydrological data, which is needs to be recorded for means what we call for the further or for the means standard or the for the technicals मीन्स प्रिवेंशन फ्रॉम द हार्म, राइट। मीन्स हम लोग ये डाटा इसलिए रिकॉर्ड करते हैं ताकि मीन्स फ्यूचर में काम आए, ठीक है। और इसी का बेसिस पे हम लोग डिजाइन करते हैं डिफरेंट हाइड्रोलिक मीन्स व्हाट यू कॉल हाइड्रोलिक डिजाइन सब करते हैं, ठीक है। सो मीन्स ऑल दिस आर नीडेड for the different works or for the means what you call for the better performance of the works. So similarly ground water characteristics जो ये होता है estimation of local ground and water treatments development के बारे में अध्ययन करने के लिए इसको बोला जाता है। सिमिलरली ये डाटा सब हम लोग लाते कहाँ से, ठीक है। सो इंडिया में क्या है, हाइड्रोमेट्रोलॉजिकल जो meteorological data means are collected, that means meteorological department means that is Indian Meteorological Department and responsible for collecting the means what you call the sources of this data means अभी जो हम लोग बात किए, now we have talked means we have already discussed about means what you called means hydrological data. So these hydrological data means these hydrological data are means come out from the, these are the sources from where it comes, right? Indian Meteorological Departments, this department especially gives the data of hydrometeorological data. Similarly Central Water Commissions, so this deals with the means following rivers, major rivers of the country. So these ones, all these are the, what you call the departments of the India which is governed by the means government of India or the means some of the state or some of the state means policy means some of the states department policy. So these are the main sources of the Indian Meteorological Department, Central Water Commissions, State Water Resource or Irrigation Department. This deals with the stream follow data. So similarly means central and state groundwater developments means vertical department of agriculture. So my dear friends, here no need to explain all these things because these are the what you call agency which is collecting this data, right? means ये सब एक agency है, ठीक है। मीन्स जो मीन्स इंडियन गवर्नमेंट का जो जिसका काम है कि मतलब व्हाट मीन्स ये ही जो मतलब हाइड्रोलॉजिकल मीन्स डाटा है उसको कलेक्ट करे और मीन्स मेक द मीन्स इट इन द इफेक्टिव वे। सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपका ये लेक्चर मीन्स समझ में आया हो। अगर कोई भी आपको इसमें डाउट है देन प्लीज़ put it in the comment boxes, and my dear friends, if you really like my video please share it to your friend and hit the bell icons. So आप अपना ध्यान रखें और thank you for watching my dear friends and take care yourself. Thank you.